Well, hello YouTube. March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Uh, got the corned beef on, getting ready to have some corned beef and cabbage here in a few hours. Got that cooking up, and rainy day. I think the whole southeast, maybe even some of the northeast is getting rain or part snow. But I wanted to do a video, and I didn't want to really make it really long, so I'm going to kind of go through pretty quickly. These are some of my get home bags, not bug out bags, but strictly get home bags. And this is just normally that what I keep in the truck. Now that I've got the motorhome, that would be so-called the bug out if I needed a bug out per se, as far as hurricane, or anything like that here in South Georgia. But anyway, I want to go through this pretty quickly. I'm going to show you the stuff that I had put in there that I would need personally to get home. I'm either visiting, friends, and within the whole area, you're only looking at maybe 15, 18 miles to actually get back at the farthest location. And so without further ado, I'll go through all the stuff that I've got here. And hopefully everyone can see this and see me. First thing I've got is just, basically 2 pads. These were found, working a mobile home park. They throw away all kinds of stuff. The pens were obviously freebies, and the pencils were freebies. That's the first pouch. The pouch itself was a freebie. It's showing some wear and tear, so yes, this is not something you'd want to actually really super depend on, but this is all I've got. So this is better than nothing. And so that's what it is, because I found these. Don't have the money yet to buy, Maxpeditions or Condors or anything like that, because most of that stuff is in here. And behind you is another one just like it. And the box itself isn't that cheap either. And what's protecting it is high dollar. So that's just going to have to wait as far as the bag. When I run across some money, I'll get it. Okay, first thing, like I said, you've got that pouch. It only holds, like I said, basically school supplies. I guess it's basically school backpack. I've got a towel, and you're probably thinking, what the heck you need a towel for? Because I've got to cross. If I'm not at the furthest location, I've got to cross 2 rivers, and depending upon the season, I've got a skin. Okay, the skin's you can turn around, pull your clothes off, cross the river, dry off, and put your regular clothes back on again without having to take all your clothes off and go nude, naked, whatever, cross the river and then have to put everything back on. At least you got a skin for protection in the summertime. And in the wintertime, if you need a little bit thicker suit, this is a 1/2 mil suit. It's a skin, by no means a wetsuit, but depending upon what you want to carry, if you got extras, and some booties. And I'm not talking about where you have to cross like rivers like I've got to cross. They're going to be at least 150 feet wide, and they've got somewhat of a current because we're on the East Coast. It's called the Intercoastal Waterway. You can go all the way from New Jersey all the way to Texas, and that's one body of water I've got to cross, different rivers, if I were to get back home here. And so I've got, like I said, this bag and like a little tool bag. Okay, this is basic stuff. I'm just wanting to get home, and if it was by myself, and I've got to make it from point A to home, it should only take me a full day. I'm not going to be that far off. If I'm in my car, anywhere else, I'm going to be a lot more prepared because I'm going to be self-sufficient in that vehicle, where I don't actually have to leave my vehicle, or if I have to leave my vehicle, I can grab a bigger bag and leave. But just around town, this is like an everyday type carry, where if I need to get home from inside my hometown area, I can get home. A little inexpensive knife. I picked this up at a steel dealership. It's cut line. It's new. It'll serve my purpose. And plus, I've got my multi-tool, which is the Gerber 600. Extra glasses. Picked these up at Walmart. There was like $7 for all 3 pairs. They're great to have. I can't read anything up close, so I definitely need glasses. And they've got a durable hard plastic shell, so they won't get broken. Hopefully, not too soon. Another little light source. Little inexpensive little light source. You got the little LED, you got the green, then you got it flashing, and then on the other end you got a little whistle. Nothing spectacular. 3 pairs of gloves, whether it's wilderness or urban. Mechanics gloves are great for dexterity. Working with something you don't really want to nick and ding your hands up. They're great for that, but don't put them to any other great use outside of just basically holding a tool and keeping your hands warm, they will wear out pretty quickly. Now, they won't wear out in a day, but they'll wear out pretty quickly. I just ride a motorcycle, and my gloves, the fingers right there, always wear out, and that's just normal wear and tear just riding the bike in the wintertime. That's what the leather gloves are for. You got to do any kind of climbing or any kind of woodworking where you need more durability. That's where the leather gloves come in. And then if worse comes to worse, where you actually have to start getting in the urban environment where it contains steel or glass, these are extrication gloves. They're high dollar. I happen to get them because I retired from the fire service, so they were issued to me. If you want to get them, fine. If not, make sure you got some double palmed leather gloves and just watch what you're doing. That's that pouch there. I got another little pouch, but nothing inside there. Move on to the third one. And like I said, there's nothing more than a little kid's knapsack, but it's better than nothing. This will be kind of trimmed down to a smaller box. This is nothing more than Band-Aids, and I'll put some 4x4, some, ibuprofen, whatever, as a somewhat first aid kit. Main thing is you got to take care of your body, folks. And the main thing is like I said, if you're feeling great, hey, everything's honky-dory. If you're feeling like crap, all this giant, huge bag that you can have 5 feet tall and 3 foot wide, full of the best survival gear in the world, if you're not up to even using it, guess what? That's going to sit right there. And like I said, if anyone's had the flu, all you feel like doing is laying down and being sick, or trying to get better. So the main thing is just taking care of your body. I got some toothpaste here. I got some toothbrushes. I got some razors. If you feel more comfortable, if you get a little stubble, if you're comfortable with that, that's fine. Again, the first aid kit, I got a bandage in case you twist something. At least gives you a little bit of support. Stomach relief, Pepto-Bismol, anti-diarrheal. Last thing you want to do is get dehydrated. Goodies. I'm a big goodies fan. Here again, got an Altoids kit. That's got some smaller Band-Aids. Got some 4x4s. Also some soap. Like I said, if you're crossing that river, you're nasty, whatever, you're full of mud, you want to wash off, you can do that. And if not, I've got these wipes. The Equate flushable wipes, kind of like baby wipes. Okay, and then from there, back behind here is some real heavy mill trash bags. There's 2 of those in case you want to throw some leaves in there and sleep on them if you needed to spend the night. JB Weld. You probably wonder, what the heck's he got JB Weld? This could be used for anything. JB Weld's pretty good stuff, and I thought, what the heck, why not just carry it in case you need it? It doesn't weigh that much. I've got some cutter with some DEET in the woods with ticks and all that. You want to have some of that, or you can have the other, liquid in a different, not aerosol. Some extra soap, some extra shampoo, and some masks. And bear with me as I put all this stuff together. There's not a whole lot in there. But that's basically the personnel kit here that you've got there. I'm going to throw back this here real quick. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and put this all off to the side because I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. I'll pack this stuff up later. Main thing is getting just to the tool section. And like I said, I've seen a lot of videos where people got a lot of stuff scattered everywhere. And you don't need to do that. If you're going to hunker down for the night, well, then just all you need to do is break out what you need. And that's basically what this bag is here too. A little bit weightier because I've got a little bit more toolage in here. Again, the very front package, or pouch, is some tie wraps. Little, 4-inch tie wraps. Little tie wraps you can use to tie here and there. Scissors, whether you're using first aid, with that first aid. These 2 bags go together. It's like a 1 bag and 2 bag. It's not like separate either or. Again, some nitrile gloves. I didn't have any power cord, and this is like small engine cord. And it's good because it's abrasion resistant due to the fact that it's constantly being pulled through little eyelets, pulling your motor, wrapping around and pulling it back. So it's pretty durable stuff. so it's good to take a lot of abrasions. Paracord is good too. When I get some, I'm not going to pay a whole lot of money for 50 feet of paracord. I'm not going to pay $10 for 50 feet of paracord. That's ridiculous. Imitation Swiss Army knife. Again, if you have to cut the cord, it's always good to have a little knife, little file, whatever, a little toothpick in there. Like I said, it is, I don't know whether it's real or not. I'm going to assume it's imitation, a knockoff. But it's great to have stuff like that. And like I said, that little pouch, I just went ahead and put this stuff in there. Just want to get some of this stuff out of the way. And like I said, it's probably about my 5th or 6th video. And so I thought, well, I'll just show you what I got here. Like I said, I'll be adding to it. It's not the finished product. Again, I don't know why I haven't, but I've got 2 more pads. Again, these were free. Nitrile gloves were free. I always run across those. Cordage, I had that when I had my small engine business. Again, we've got some more tie wraps, and there's quite a few. And that's not like saying just in survival situations. If you got it in your truck and some guy needs a tie wrap, you got it there. Matches in a waterproof container. And if you don't, and these are just regular matches, yeah. These are regular safety matches, and they work just as good. You got a lighter, you got Vaseline or some hand sanitizer, which is also in my other stronger carry bag. That's an extra Ziploc bag. Again, more, if it's fairly lightweight, go ahead and put your little bags, your trash bags. And I've got some more pens and pencils and also a pencil sharpener in there. Trying to throw all that stuff back in there. I'll repack it the way it should be. Again, like I said, you can always use, redundancy. They say 2 is 1 and 1 is none, which is a good point because I just happened to be carrying my pants. They were off me. And I just went ahead, picked them up and did it, and this light came out, and it fell. Now, technically, if I was somewhere where it went somewhere, it'd be lost. But it's good to have extra lights. I think there was a couple more of that side pouches on that bag. Okay, from there, go to this other pouch. Here's all the so-called goodie stuff. Okay, some more goodies. Again, big goodies fan. Real big goodies fan. Because if you're, a headache, I can't stand a headache, and I've got to knock it out. It might not be good for you or for your kidneys or your liver or anything like that, but that will knock out the headache, and it kind of helps me out pretty good. I've got 2 space blankets, 2 Emergency space blankets. I've got some more waterproof matches inside it. I kept it sealed up. I don't need to open them up. Plenty of glow stick lights. Even if they're outdated, which these are going to go out, next year. Bought them in 2011, and they'll go out 2015. Okay. Also, you've got your emergency poncho, which is pretty cheesy. This is one cheesy little poncho, but it's better than nothing to either keep the wind off you, to keep somewhat warm. But again, I purchased these, but that's a freebie. Found it. And then also this was a freebie. This is a better rain poncho. So I got 2 of those. Again, some more light sticks. A compass, which I pretty much mow my way. I don't care if people say, well, suppose it's devastated and everything's just wiped out. Trust me, a big body of water, you can't kind of say, ooh, I don't know where I'm at. If you know the area, you've been living here for a while, you should know it. Carabiner. And like I said, mostly that's for it's real inexpensive. It's not for rock climbing, mind you, but if you want to put your gloves, but keep your gloves with you. You don't want to lay a lot of that stuff down because you'll lose it. So if you just want to hook that through a belt loop, then put your gloves on it, then your gloves are right there. You can always get to them. They've got little loops on them. And so that's why I carry that. If need be, it doesn't have to be gloves. It could be anything else you want to carry with you. And digging down deep, chapstick, #1 thing. Chapped lips suck when you're out in the wilderness. And it's a great morale booster when you turn around and find that and just keep on putting it on there and not even get chapped lips. That's the #1 thing you want to do, is be healthy. And like I said, I don't want to make this video too long, but this is stuff that I just normally carry in the truck. Because I'm always, people say, well, this is new. I said, because I go through some gloves. I'll go through a pair of gloves in a month where I'm working at. And I don't care whether I'm sitting there putting stuff in a roll-off dumpster and operating my tractor, or grabbing stuff, and it could be glass or whatever. I'll be going through gloves, every month, so that's why these are new. I got 2 pair. I got 1 pair that's a little bit smaller and one's a little bit bigger. The small ones fit me real good. The bigger pair, if you got someone that's there with you trying to help you out and they don't have any gloves, at least you can give that to them. Okay, again, more dust masks. Now if you need to get out in an area where you've got contaminants, airborne dust in the air and you don't want to breathe it in, that's great. Like I said, a lot of this is overkill. This is a whole roll of duct tape. But then again, this is a vehicle bag. It's not like I'm humping this thing through the woods. And if I have to, well then I'm going to have to start either using it or ditching it, or saying, do I really need this or that, or go back. WD-40, again, it's a vehicle bag, so a lot of this stuff is for the mechanical purposes. Okay, got a little sewing kit. Some more JB Weld hand sanitizer. Like I said, I used that on the video, getting a fire going. And to bring that up, there's one guy that had Vaseline impregnated cotton balls. Well, he was trying to strike his striker, trying to get everything lit up, and he could not get that cotton ball lit to save his butt. And technically said, well, I guess I'll freeze tonight. And, there's more and more options that he could have used. He was with 2 other guys. Obviously, it's not going to freeze, but still the point of the matter is, just keep the cotton balls there, because once you impregnate them with Vaseline or something, the only use now is a fire starter. If I've got a cotton ball and I need to use it for something else in the first aid aspect, I still can use it. Then when I want to get ready to light it for a fire, then all I've got to do is take the hand sanitizer, impregnate it just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. You don't need to gob it on there. Just get it going to help that cotton get out there and kind of stretch out that cotton. Boom, you got fire. Okay, some more Band-Aids again. Like I said, this is stuff I just kind of kept on throwing in there. 3-in-1 all. Like I said, whether it's urban or not. An axe. I had one wooden handled axe and I decided to go a little bit better with this Cobalt. Like I said, it can be used as a hammer for chopping. Now something like that, you keep a good edge on it, it'll help you out. You can carry a saw with you, but a lot of the times you can break stuff. I mean, a lot of it's dried. You don't really need to start chopping a lot of trees down and everything like that. You can find a lot of dried brush out there. Again, some more insect repellent. Fire starter steel, and the directions for it. Can opener. Yeah, more directions for the fire steel. It belongs there. Like I said, a can opener, a razor knife, great for cutting, and got extra blades in there, so it's really good to have that. And then also the other multi-tool that's identical to this one. That would be strapped on either someone else if they don't need it or whatever. But that's what I kind of threw in there for the so-called get-home bag. And but my main concern was to tell people that if you got across a body of water, I would keep a towel with you and some sort of wetsuit skin or a wetsuit, depending upon how cold it is, because stripping down naked and crossing a river is great, but you still need that fire to get back. If you go somewhere and then come back, or you traveling, you still need to stay warm. Once you've decreased your body temperature, after a while the hypothermia is going to set in, and it's going to suck if you can't warm yourself back up, because you're just going to deteriorate on down until you start warming your body back up. So you always want to prepare for that. And I'm not saying the skin's going to be a #1 thing, but it's a lot better having a skin than nothing at all. Like I said, I didn't want to draw out this whole video really long, but I hope everyone's got some input. I know constructive criticism is great. Hopefully I've put some insight on some of the things that maybe someone has never thought about. Okay, well, y'all have a great day, and I'm going to pack all this stuff up. God bless y'all. Bye.